This is a really important practice for breath work, believe it or not. And it's about keeping the lines of flow in the body. And all the flow systems of well-being, the flow systems of well-being are Qigong, Tai Chi, Japanese and Chinese medicine, Tibetan medicine, Indian Ayurvedic systems, yoga. All that stuff was aiming to keep people in a state of wellness. So for example, a Chinese medical doctor back in the day, not nowadays, but back in the day, if they failed to keep their client well, they stopped getting paid. So the job was to keep people well, not fix them when they were sick, because basically prevention is better than cure. And what they worked out is that there are lines of electromagnetic or chi or prana flow through the system. And when you keep those lines open and buzzing and happy, then somebody tends to stay well. So a lot of yogic type practices are ways of, we've done some, opening up the lines, keeping the lines clear and open. Yeah? And one of the ways of doing that is breathing within the movement, through the movement as you're moving through the lines. So this is a very simple self-massage practice to keep those lines open. I learned this when I was studying shiatsu and Japanese and Chinese medicine. So it's a simple practice, very beautiful, very easy to do, and very helpful in terms of well-being. So start with the hands with a light fist, soft fist, so space between the knuckles. It's not a tight fist, it's not a punching fist, it's a soft fist. Yeah? And we're going to start there and make circles around the head, like this. And you're breathing as you're doing it, coming to a nice, coherent breath. And you can spend as much time as you want to here, making these circles around the head, going both ways round. Do half circles meet? And go down the back of the neck. Don't be scared. Get in there, give it some effort, give it some energy as well. You can be quite strong in the movement, particularly here in the back of the neck. It can feel really good to be strong. So I'm going to go a bit stronger. And listen to your body, do what feels right. So I'm going here. And back up around the head and down the neck. And then the fingertips into the scalp. Across the eyes, down the nose, down the jaw. Thumbs underneath the jaw here, and just lengthen through, drawing through, massage in, and lengthen through. Into the throat, squeezing, massaging the throat. And one hand onto one side of the skull, of the neck, draw that open and gently take the chin round the opposite way. Soft, easy movement, lifting and lengthening through that chin. I'm not pulling it, I'm just encouraging and lengthening. And brush off. And the last thing you do is grab hold of the ears, just tweak these ears up using the fingers and thumb and pull them away from the skull slightly, massaging into the lobes. Bring the fingers into the conch linings in the lung, wriggle along those lines, press the fingers in. And massaging the point just in the tragus on the inside of the ear here with the fingertips. And stroke that off as well. There's the head, a nice easy approach to the head and the jaw. And we're going to go from there with that soft fist approach along the upper traps, so from the back of the neck here, along here supporting under the elbow. Breathing well, make as much sound as you want to. It can be really nice to sound in this. And the other side. Great. Roll the shoulder blades. And I'm going to go down the outside of the arms to the fingertips and up the inside, slapping. And stroke off, stroke off, stroke off. Grab hold of either side of the nails and just pull off one through the fingers and off the nail. Through the fingers and squeeze off the nail. Great. And the other side. Masters of breathwork use this practice. Don't underrate it. It's important. And stroke off. Stroking off. Stroking off. And longer digits off the nails. Some of the schools of Qigong talk about bin qi, dirty qi if you like, getting rid of that dirty qi, so squeezing it out, shaking it off, shake out through the arms. Shaking is a really important part of the practice, just shaking out when you've cleaned through. And into the chest. I can come into the chest here, on the sternum, and working around the ribs. Obviously you've got breasts here, you need to be sensitive enough with that breast tissue, whatever feels good to you. But start with the this part of the fist here, into the sternum. Oh, make a sound, R sound. And jaws out of the way. Stroke down into the ribs here. And to the belly, circles first of all, going clockwise. And then just tapping around the belly. And circling again. Down. And to the legs, going to go down the outside of the legs. Again, you can use slapping or fists here. Up the inside. And striking down off the toes. You can come down to the floor and work on your feet. You can work on the feet here. Just open up, lengthen those toes and pull off through each of the toes, either side of the nail. Get in and massage the foot. I'm doing standing, but you can do it in sitting as well if you want to. Opening the ball of the foot, pressing into kidney 1 point here. Those toes, pull off through the toes. Right. And fall forward, bend the knees. We're going to come into around the butt cheeks at the back here. The other way around, actually. That's better. These butt cheeks here. And up into the back, along the kidneys. Give the kidneys a good pummeling. Just flop forward, gently shake. When you come up, bend the knees a little bit. Come up slowly, curling up. Let the head hang down. Head still down. Breath in, lift the chest. Find those centers, the directions, and breathe. And then softly shake it all out. And take a few breaths in standing. It's nice to stand with the eyes closed for a while. Just feel the center, vertical center, the horizontal center. Feel the ground and lift. Excellent.